take the next turning to the right, please.
And we're going to take the next turning on the right, please. You did check your centre mirror there, Tony?
I did, yeah.
You did, okay.
And we're going to turn right again.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left. Check that middle, that centre mirror, Tony.
And we're going to turn right.
When we get in the new road.
Yeah, don't forget, I can do a merge.
Sorry?
I can do a merge.
Okay. Those were turns though, weren't they?
Sorry?
We were doing turning there as well.
No, it's turning left, turning right. It's from major to minor. And we go right, then immediately left.
So we're going to go right and then immediately left.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left.
And Sabs, at the roundabout, we're going to turn right, please.
And we're going to turn right at the roundabout, please, Tony.
Turn right, please.
And we're going to turn right here, Tony.
Right, so I'm obviously not having much luck across the path of vehicles here because it's just not happening today, yeah? But if I had timed it a bit differently there and that car was ahead of me, what would you have said to me? What question would you ask me?
Are you gonna go before or after
Yeah.
this vehicle?
But obviously, I've tried so many turns now, and I just can't seem to get a car into the position.
Yeah. But that would be something else that would crop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It just sometimes works that way, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But there would be no harm if it doesn't happen. You jumping in with a question. And Tony, if we're turning right and we have to cross the path of vehicles, how do you judge it? Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about that one.
Because obviously we can't always make it happen.
No, that's right.
I did try hard there. I came down this road hoping we would get cars coming towards us, but it didn't happen. And then I tried to delay my approach a little bit to the last right-hand turn we done, and at the time it just didn't work out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by the time you would have asked the question there, the car was already gone past me, wouldn't it?
But what you're saying is, if he's done those other faults and I've covered them and sorted them out, then and this doesn't happen, then I can just talk about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's you don't have to wait for me to do any fault, do you?
No, I suppose.
It's all being proactive with the questions. Isn't it?
So even then, with the cutting the corner, then could I have asked you that part before you doing the fault? Then, you know, you said, oh, once you've done it, you've done the fault. There's no stopping you really. You know, I've got to let you carry on getting into the road. So then, can you just sort of like?
Yeah, you can probably say to me, and if you were turning right, Tony, how would you avoid cutting the right-hand corner? And I'd probably say to you, no, I just know when to turn, yeah?
Yeah. Well, obviously that doesn't mean he's not going to do it still.
Yeah, but he knows then that you know that's important, yeah?
Yeah.
And obviously, we might not meet a pedestrian when we're turning,
Yeah.
but that needs to be mentioned, yeah?
Yeah.
Because on right and left hand turns, very similar to exactly the same as a merging, pedestrians are a big problem, yeah?
Was that adequate, what I mentioned then when I said about the signal and pedestrians?
Yeah, just remember to come back at me with the way the analysation sheet works, which you don't even have to look at now, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've always approached it, do I know what mirrors to check first? And I may well give you the right answer, yeah?
Yeah.
And then watch me on the next one. Even though I've given you the right answer, doesn't mean to say I'm going to check them, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So then you talk me through and which ones to check, the reasons for checking, the consequences of not checking. And then watch me on the next one, or prompt me on the next one. And then come back at me afterwards and check that learning has taken place.
Yeah.
And what mirrors do you check before turning right? And why is it important? And what's the consequence if you don't? Does that all make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to turn.
I'm going to turn right.
Actually, if we go straight on, we will actually get across the pattern of the vehicle.
Okay.
And we're going to take the next turn in to the right.
I'm going to take the next turn in on the right, please, Tony. So we've got oncoming traffic.
If we go straight on, yeah?
We'll go straight on.
And we're going to take the next turn in to the right.
And we're going to take the next turn in on the right, Tony. So you're going to go before or after this vehicle?
Which vehicle?
This one coming up.
Silver
now.
one. I'm going to
This
go
one?
before him now because he's letting me go on it.
Right, okay.
So
how you how would you judge if you can cross the path?
well, he flashed me.
No, but if he hadn't flashed you.
Oh, I'd use that walk across, drive across rule, wouldn't I?
Okay.
Right, if we stop on the left here. Actually go around the bend and we'll stop. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so obviously I gave you the right answer there.
Yeah.
If I gave you the wrong answer, then you need to go into
Walk across, drive across.
well, you need to fill in the gaps of my knowledge, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Could I pull you over to explain that?
Could do, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously I had a job making that one happen, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
And that may well happen on the day, but it doesn't mean to say you can't bring it up, yeah?
Right, okay.
Even if we don't get a chance to cross the pad of a vehicle, check my knowledge, because otherwise it's probably going to be a question that the FCA is going to bring up.
Yeah. To see if I know.
Yeah, and you don't really want him bringing it up because that's going to push your score down. You want to bring it up, yeah? Because it's mirror, signal, position, speed, look, routine. Anything that falls into that applies to left and right hand turns. So if you think about the turn right, he's going to have to cross the path of vehicles, isn't he?
Yeah.
So let me just check if he does know, yeah?
Right, okay.
And obviously listen to the answer.
Yeah.
If he gives you the wrong answer, then obviously then you need to fill in the gaps. Because it's not happening and because there's nobody there, they may well give you the right answer, yeah?
Yeah.
But at least it has been covered, yeah?
Yeah, it's been mentioned, so he knows then I know.
Yeah, and just a little bit more, a couple of questions about, and what else would you expect to find before you turn into these roads? And what you're looking for is pedestrians, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, what would you do as a pedestrian standing on the pavement? Well, I'd go with caution, but I wouldn't beckon the pedestrian onto the road. But if the pedestrian has stepped off the pavement, then obviously I've got to be in a position I can stop, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
And then you could be looking at a very, very high score there, yeah? Yeah, you were very proactive with nearly all of that. Very proactive with the mirrors and that. And even though you are going to be proactive, it's still going to give me an opportunity to make a mistake. There's no way you can stop every mistake being made. You're very proactive with the mirrors, and I actually told you on two of the turnings what mirrors I was going to check, and then on the third one I was telling you what ones I was going to check, and then you said we're going to turn right, and you watched me very carefully, and that's what he's doing. He's making sure that you're not only just reading off a script, but you're actually paying attention to him as well.
Yeah.
And I didn't check the mirrors, did I?
No.
And you said, no, come on, check. Yeah? And that's the exact way to approach it, yeah? If he's giving you all the reasons why, so he knows he should be checking them, he's just forgotten, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he hasn't forgotten, he's just
being
testing
naughty.
you, isn't he? Well, he's not being naughty, he's just testing you, isn't he? Right, we'll give that a pause. Somebody's moved the button.